y'all? This is part 2. The first video completely threw itself off the dashboard and fell, so I'm guessing Jesus didn't like that edit, so we're gonna start it all over again. Hey y'all, I know the last time I was on here, I think I had did the story time while I was nannying about just everything that was going on in life with me missing my pops and everything like that. Y'all, there's no AC in my car right now, so it is a little warm. We're asking God to get that AC going. Anyway, not too much on the nails. These are press-ons. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more details about these later. You know how you just get tired of not being able to get your nails done by the person you want to get it done by, or they cancel your appointment, or just people who have lives going on and you just want your nails done. Press-ons from Amazon. I will give y'all details when I get a better glue system going. These came off due to me washing a lot of dishes, due to me baking. Okay? So, let's just go fast forward. I haven't probably made a good YouTube video since Jesus, you're gonna send the rain. Jesus, I don't have any AC. Jesus. Oh, you was just shaking the tree for me. Thank you. Ooh, I'm about to say I can't handle no rain, God. Not inside my car. All right. I think I was just giving y'all, like, I had gave y'all the update. I was nannying. I don't even think I was able to post the full content of that because that went so fast. Me and the lady fell out because she didn't want to pay me for a second nanny job, and she got mad at me and was like, I'm ungrateful. She always contacts me first. You would think that you want to be contacted first, and I was like, I do, but I don't want you to continue to contact me if you haven't paid me for a previous job. So she ended up blocking me, and I haven't seen the kids since. But that was in October. So then I went to Fort Valley State homecoming in October, and I used to get my locks done in Warner Robins and stuff like that. So the lady that used to do my locks, she also bought lashes from me. So she was like, if you're in town, can I get some lashes? Cool. Took her some lashes. And, of course, I promoted myself. I was like, I do lashes, makeup, da-da-da. And she was like, oh, yeah, I seen that on Facebook. If you ever want a salon to work at, if I have a space, you're always welcome. And I'm like, not a salon girly. I just started, really not ready to be thrown into a salon right now. So some time goes on, and her birthday comes up in November, I believe, and she sent me a message, and she was like, hey, I'm not really gonna be able to do anything for my birthday because I don't have a sitter, so I was just wondering, could you I really wanted to get my makeup done by you, but I can't get it done in Atlanta because I don't have a sitter. So I'm like, girl, I will come to you and I will watch him so you could do something for your birthday. Like, you don't have to just do nothing for your birthday because you don't have a babysitter. Cool. So I came to Warner Robins. I was booked to do her makeup, and of course I'm gonna promote healthy skin, so I was like, we could do you a facial first and then do your makeup later on that day so that your skin looks flawless when we do your makeup. So she was like, okay, that's a great idea. So we go and do her makeup, and after we do her makeup, Jesus, after we do her makeup, she ended up getting busy, and she ended up booking me and another artist to do her makeup. And I'm not that person that's like, oh, cancellation fees, da-da-da. You already paid me for one service. I'm good. So I was chilling for the rest of the day, and the suite that she had was open. So she was like, if you want to take any clients for the rest of this week, the rest of the weekend while you're here, you're more than welcome to because the suite is open. Bet I took clients because the suite was open. So the table that she had me using was not my table. It was somebody else's table. And the other girl got upset because my stuff looked like her stuff. Like my pillow and my stuff like that looked like her stuff. So she thought I was using her stuff. So I was not using her stuff. We showed her these are two separate pillows. There's just two people who like pink. Simple. But she didn't like it, so she took her stuff and she left. So she technically had a suite open, right? But I'm like, nah, I only got like 2-3 clients because I had some clients on Fort Valley State campus. So I had a couple of clients in Warner Robins. But I was like, I'm not really ready to be thrown into the salon scenario. All right, cool. So I did her makeup for her birthday, and I went back to Atlanta because that's where I live. I live in Atlanta, right? Cool. So I go back home, and I live with my big brother. I go back home, and December 1st, I was missing my pops so bad. I don't know why. I was missing my pops so bad. Like, I just wanted to be with my pops. I just wanted to get a hug from my pops. I just wanted my pops. Like, I wanted to be around my pops. All right, cool. So I go to church. And I cried the whole church service. Like, whole time the pastor preaching, I'm crying. Every song come on, I'm crying. I'm crying because I miss my pops, like, and I'm emotional, so I'm crying. I get home from church and I finally get it together. I get home from church and my brother goes off on me. And the only reason I'm talking about this now is because me and him have talked about it. I actually recorded a video the night everything happened, and I'm glad I didn't post that video because my perspective wasn't exactly what was going on, but my perspective was valid and my feelings were valid, but my perspective really wasn't what it was, and we had to talk about it later. Because when me and him fell out, he hurt my feelings. Like, I was already not in America because I missed my pops. Like, I was already in another place, and then he went off on me because, so I have a business, Collection of Sauce, and everything is pink, everything is flamingoed, everything is everything, right? So I had a shelf set up because I have a TikTok shop. So my TikTok shop, I had to set up behind me so they could see all of the products. Real cute, like, you know, it was all in cubicles. The cubicles had the 3, 2, 1. It was real cute. And my brother said that I had embarrassed him. He had company over, and it was like, it just looked like you got a whole apartment down here. You embarrassed me. I had company over, and just he hurt my feelings. I'll never lie. And I told him he hurt my feelings. And so I left. I put everything that I could fit in my car and everything that I could work with in my car, and I left. I texted her and I was like, hey, do you mind if I work at, you know, like, do you mind if I go ahead and work because you offered the space? So she was like, yeah, no problem. We mentioned no payment. This is not going to be a problem later, but we didn't mention the payment. So my first week at the salon was free, and I always respect her for that. Like, she gave me that little weekend free, and then that next week, I believe, no, I just had the weekend free. Next week I had to pay for sure. Yeah, I had the weekend free. So respect, still had the weekend for free. Respect that. Cool. So I was like, just wanted to let you know, like, I'm probably gonna have some later nights here because it's not gonna make sense for me to drive back and forth to Atlanta, and me and him got beef. So there was some nights where I either got a hotel or I stayed at my sister's house, because it wasn't like I had to stay at the salon. It just was like, if I'm like, when I was working at the house in Atlanta, I don't sell just one product. So I make lip gloss. I make the cases for my lashes. I don't want to say I make lashes, but I make the cases for my lashes. I make hair oil. I make face wash. I make turmeric bars. And it's not shipped from China. I real deal melt soap, shave lemon bar, like, not lemon bars, but shave lemon for the soap bars. Like, I literally do that. Melt honey. I do all of that. So it's just like, you know, sometimes I really don't get done working till 2 o'clock in the morning, and I can't stop what I'm doing because I'm gonna leave a mess. So I made sure that that wasn't a problem, and she was like, no, you got 24-hour access to the salon. I just prefer that if you have a client before 8, you let me know. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, I'll just be in my room, and then I'll let you know when I leave, so you don't just know, like, it's just not like nothing random going on. So cool. Most nights I either stayed with my sister, or I stayed at a hotel, or I don't know. I think that's it. Cause I didn't stay with nobody else with my sister and at a hotel. So, that we're still in December. I started working. We're in my second week of December, and I had met a nice young man in September, beginning of October. We went on a couple of dates, and he asked me to be his girlfriend. Cool. Now, y'all, I'm not realizing the transition that's finna happen. Like, I'm not realizing I'm real deal finna go through stuff. Like, and this is the sweetest person in the world. So, of course, yes, we got in a relationship. I said yes to the relationship. He gave me some ginger ale and some flowers. That's all I asked for, so don't do too much. And I was in a relationship. So, we're in a relationship. Everything's fine. Now, there is going to be more behind the scene footage because I have a lot of TikToks. I have TikToks of everything, but I didn't want to put it, like, I didn't want to space out. I wanted to be able to talk and tell how I feel, tell a story, and not have to do it over a video. Like, I want to be able to tell about the video that I recorded, not about the extras. So this is the full story, and TikTok is behind the scene, okay? But so we're in a relationship, we're going on dates, everything's fine, no issues. So I started to realize, like, I'm here heavier. Like, I'm down here a lot. And getting a hotel is expensive, and I feel like a burden on people. So I'm not really comfortable staying at other folks' house, right? So I kept most of my stuff in my car because don't nobody want to go and take all that stuff out and take it in somebody's house and like, no, I didn't want to do that. So I kept most of my stuff because I wasn't finna come back to Atlanta and me and my brother had got into it. And y'all, if it was like a simple, like a little argument, then I would have left it alone. But he hurt my feelings. Like, he made me feel like I was never supposed to come to Atlanta, like I never should have been there. So I left. So we're going into the second week of December. Everything's cool. We get to Christmas, and Christmas is always an emotional holiday for me because I've always wanted the big family with the matching pajamas, the Christmas tree with the fake snow coming off of it, a real Christmas tree. Like, that's always been it for me. And when I see other families have a Christmas and they have a family and my family doesn't do that and doesn't have one, it hurts me. Like, I cry like I'm in second grade every single Christmas I'm with other people's family. So I was with my ex for Christmas and his family was amazing. They were inviting. Like, I met his grandma, I met his nieces and nephew. Niece and nephew. Well, nieces, my bad. But I already knew one, but I met them and it was real sweet. Like, it was real. It was cute. Like, it was family. But I cried. I went in the room and boohoo cried because it's like, these are not, like, these are cool. These are his people, so they my people, but these are not my people, right? So we keep going, and I'm still not realizing, like, Kyla, you finna go through a shift in life. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. So I'm working at the salon. And I really feel like God put me at the salon because I needed to have walk-in experience. So with me working at the salon, it's like, if you say no to something you don't know how to do, you pretty much saying no to money. And that's not possible when you got to skin down and pay this lady at the end of the week. It's not possible to be like, oh, I'm just not going to take this client. So I appreciate the salon environment because I had to take in clients that I don't know. Half of my clientele, I don't know them. I mean, not even half. There's only like 2% that I do know. I don't know them clients. I don't know their personal life. They don't know me. They don't know my backstory to want to support me. So I appreciated working in the salon environment. Like, I was happy. I was never... Now, I had my moments where I would get frustrated, but it's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm used to having a 3-bedroom house. It's a lot going on. I'm not comfortable right now. So I put emphasis on that. And I told everybody around me, like, I'm not comfortable. Not saying like everybody else around me should be uncomfortable, but if I'm not comfortable, the person whose life is important right now, because it's me, so my life is most important to me. Well, I can't be myself if I'm uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Like, if I know I can achieve better and I know I should be doing better and I know I could be doing better, I'm not going to be comfortable until I get to that better, right? So we're just gonna go to the next part. Love you. Bye.